4 yards.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
That tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Herbert now. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. From the 24, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get them settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go. Throwing is Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. They get 11 back on that one. Leads to third down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We're scoreless after 1. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Herbert throwing again. That's caught right side by Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Palmer. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First due.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick strike to Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, after the first quarter, it was just complete disaster for them. Everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Now Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4th down, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now in this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that... And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
Yeah.